Hello, welcome to a weekly vlog from your favourite pale person here. I was hoping that the video you'd be watching today. Oh, I just cracked my knee on the table. Oh god. Oh Christ, I don't want to stand up again for the rest of the day now. I was hoping the video that I was going to have today, I look as stressed and flustered as I feel, I'm glad, was on this, which I was showing you last time. I've been out and about, filming on it, I had like a vision for a video. Who do you have to kill to get one of these mini disc things to just read and get onto a computer? I've tried 2 different disk drives, 2 different laptops, 2 different discs in every variation of that. I can't do the maths, but it's a fair few variations. So one disk drive and one computer, then the other disc, and the other disc, and so on and so forth. I've now ordered on eBay like a mini DVD adapter, which just clips around it to make it into a large DVD, which is coming from Belgium in about a week and a half. So I'm definitely not going to have anything up with this until then. And maybe never, it's looking like. But these things are sent to test us. The footage that I can see, like when I'm watching it back, looks so good. And when I'm filming it, I'm like, this is so good. And I just want it to work so badly. In the interim, because we're not giving up on it yet, but I just have to wait now for this mini disc adapter thing, which obviously like you can't get in Dixon's nowadays, because DVDs are just so redundant already. And then I was thinking, I wonder if they'll ever change the save logo, you know, that's a floppy disk, into a DVD, or if they just sort of change it to like an SD card, or if it will always be a floppy disk, because we'll already be at a point where kids in school would see that as a save logo without knowing it's a floppy disk. Anyway, that was a tangent. So I'm vlogging on this because things aren't going to plan, basically. But I had a nice day. I went to an exhibition at Tate today, which I really wanted to go and see, and also filmed it for this video I was trying to make, called Dora Maar, who's well, primarily a photographer, but then became quite known for her paintings because she went out with Picasso. And there was a really interesting section of her documenting Guernica, which in hindsight, I don't know why they did such a big section of that when it was her her exhibition, really. I suppose it's kind of relevant, but she was famous before she was with Picasso. She just kind of took up painting in his style quite heavily before she found her own. But she did lots of surrealist photography, which was really interesting, and lots of black and white photography, and I really enjoyed it. It's on until March, I think. It's worth going to. Really inspired me about just going, doing a trip at some point or whenever I'm away next, and shooting lots on black and white and really getting to grips with editing black and white. So I did that today. I bought a couple of books at the bookshop, because if I go into a gallery and don't buy a book from a bookshop, who knows, I might actually drop dead if I ever do that. That's what I'm worried about. I'm going to show you what, I also have some other books that I bought the other day, Waterstones, to show you, pop you on here. But this, I'm walking around looking like this. This is how, I've been so stressed, I've been like, with this disc thing, and it's really showing in how I'm looking. So I bought 3 new books the other week. This was the other week. The Sellout by Paul Beatty. This was, right, don't get cross at me for doing this. I just have to tuck this in because it's driving me mad. But I sort of have a tendency. I went into Waterstones and they didn't have massive Waterstones as well on Piccadilly, which is huge, because I still have some Waterstones vouchers I'm working through. And they had, there was 2 books I wanted and they didn't have either of them. And then in my head I was like, well, I have to leave with another book, and then picked one up off the tables. You know, there's loads of tables with like new in or whatever. So this wasn't on my list, and then these are always the books that I end up never reading because I didn't really want it to begin with. But let me know if it's any good. I got that. I also got Lanny by Max Porter. His other book is the one, something to do with grief. So, and it's got a picture of a crow on the front, and I can't, oh, Grief is the Thing with Feathers. That was quite, I was getting in that direction with the description, which I haven't read, but this has had really interesting reviews. And then I also bought Nietzsche and the Burbs. Do you know what? This was also on the table when I went in, and it just really grabbed my attention. I thought it sounds quite interesting. It's I think it's meant to be, from what I can tell from the back, as if Nietzsche is at university and like his university life, which kind of sounds a bit stupid, and I'm also not overly familiar with Nietzsche. I read some of his stuff, and when I say read, just kind of flicked through, not understanding a word of it, when I was at uni. So I actually imagine that's going to go down like a lead balloon. And then this is what I got today, scarf. These two, I've got quite a few books like this which I really need to read. First one is by Linda Nochlin, Representing Women. I did do an art history degree, and I always like to think at some point I'm going to become very back in touch with the degree and start reading lots of books about art history. When that time comes, I am well prepped. I'm looking at a book there called Women's Self-Portraits that I bought in Copenhagen in the summer. It's always about representing women, which isn't what I ended up doing my degree in. But it seems to be something I have piqued an interest in later life. But this just looks super interesting, and obviously I was run over by the cover, which is beautiful. And then this, which I'll definitely read, it's called Aperture Conversations, and it is loads of interviews between photographers, lots of different photographers, all sorts I've never heard of. On the front cover, like Tasta Dean, I've heard of her, but loads that I haven't heard of. I'm just trying to pick out names that I have. Allen Ginsberg, Philip Jones Griffiths, David Hockney, Jasper Johns, Nick Knight, all sorts, Barbara Kruger. And I thought, because like I said, lots of them I haven't heard of, it'd just be a really interesting way to expand my horizons, as it were. No, to find new photographers to be interested and inspired by. Kind of, I guess photography is the only art I really do anymore. I did do a fine art foundation year 2, but yeah, so I thought I would just sort of dip in and out of this and go through it, and if any of them piqued my interest, then research the artist more. But I really enjoy reading interviews, so we'll see. And it's helped by the fact it's very aesthetically pleasing. So I got those today. I don't know, where am I going to put them? I don't know. Just leaning up here for now. So yeah, that's what I did today. I'm going for dinner tonight again at Brawn, which is just my favourite place at the moment. We'll work dinner, which should be lovely. And I think I've had too much coffee, which is why I'm like this. Filmed a video this morning. I've had a productive day actually. I'm just really pissed off at this stupid camcorder, and it's so frustrating because I just have got something I want to share, and when I want to share something I want to share it now, and I can't believe I'm gonna have to wait until this disc adapter thing, and there's no chance I'm gonna find one in a random shop. So that's me today, just being driven slowly into insanity. I also walked specifically this morning, this is what I've been like today, to a parcel shop to deliver a parcel, return some trousers for Test and Basics. Literally got all the way there, walked into the shop and was like, I've not got the parcel. I haven't got the parcel. So I'm gonna have to do that again tomorrow because I can't face going back there again today. Everywhere's a mess because I filmed a video this morning. So maybe we'll do a actually it's not too messy. I don't think it's messy enough to do a tidying montage. But I've been talking for 8 minutes, I have to go.
Where are you going? Can I come to? The whole world is open, a playground for me and you, and we could be fine. Shit, who the hell knows? It's your eyes and your ears and your mouth and your nose, head and your shoulders, your knees and your toes. I dream of this moment. Will it come true? The whole world, they know it. They just waiting for me and you. And she, just like I, got her head in the clouds. Don't need to be lower before it's all over. I promise we'll figure it out. I ain't coming down. Why would I need to? So much of this world is above us, baby. They might tell you that I went crazy. I'm just trying to reach you. know we try, and the days they go by until we get home. There's water in the flowers, let's grow. People, they lie, but hey, so do I. Until it gets old, there's water in the flowers, let's grow. Let it go, let it be. We're all we need today. Let it go, let it be.
Hello guys, the kettle's boiling. It's been looked quite menacing coming back on there wielding a knife. It's been a couple of days, a few days since I chatted with you guys. I'm wearing my hair pinned back today, which I never do, and I feel like I look like I'm going to school, but I quite like it. I think I did like a cleaning montage, tidying up, which you saw. Oh, it's just soft. Oh well, it has to be fine. I really wanted lemon and ginger tea. Yeah, I think I did like a bit of a cleaning montage. I've got some clips of bits and bobs of my phone, which I might put in here.
I know that somebody knows me. I know somewhere there's home. I'm starting to see that all I have to do is get up and go. Going, 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 before I'm gone. Gotta get going, 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 before I'm gone. And I know we try. Days they go by until we get old. There's water in the flowers, let's grow. People, they lie, but hey, so do I. Until it gets old, there's water in the flowers, let's grow.
But yeah, I thought I'd come and chat with you guys. It's Saturday now. I've been having a nice day by myself. Just been reading in cafes, went to a bookshop. It's not on Redchurch Street. What street is it on? It's just off Shoreditch High Street, going like towards Great Eastern Street. And they've got all kinds of magazines and things. It's lovely. And I just bought I bought a book for Lindsay, and I bought a book which is like, it's called The Great Thinkers, and it's just a review of lots of different philosophers. I had a moment of thinking I was going to start getting into philosophy, but we'll see. I'm just listening to Mac Miller's new album, which is brilliant, and you must all go listen to it now. Also, while we're on that note, I updated my Spotify playlist, and I'll leave a link for it in the description box. And I've moved over to Spotify, so I'll be updating it all the time now, because before I was using a different service, so I kept forgetting to update it, because I'd have to go and like double up my playlist, whereas that will be always updated now, which is good. I'm also reading Christadora by Tim Murphy, and it's brilliant. I've literally just got to a bit around the halfway point where this beautiful link between the characters has become clear. It's incredible so far. I'll be absolutely gutted if it starts to get shit for the second half, because the first half is like already one of my favourite books. I love it so much. So I'm just going to read that for a while longer. And then I really want to go get some olives from Broadway Market. They have this like amazing big olive vendor, would you call it? And I'm really craving some olives, so I'm going to go there. It's a lovely day today. It's like blue skies, but really cold but beautiful, and we've got weather like that for the next few days, which is so nice. So I've been taking lots of pictures, and I just want to shoot the roll film. And yeah, just trying to be productive and keep my head down. I'm sorry I've not been chatting much, and like, I think this is going to be a weird vlog, but it is what it is. We'll see how it goes. Still waiting for the bloody disc thing to arrive, which I don't think will come till next week. What do you guys think of my hair like this? I do think I look like I'm going to go to school. Anyway, I also wanted to, I'm going to insert a photo of it here. I didn't film any footage, but I've seen this lamp in this shop, which is on Red Church Street. This shop's definitely on Red Church Street, and I've walked past it so many times, and every time I walk past it I'm like, don't go in, don't go in, don't go in. You made it past. Today I didn't make it past, and I went in, and it's insane. It's like this perspex lamp. It looks like a piece of art. It's the kind of thing that I just want so badly, and of course it's so expensive, but I feel like you would never ever get tired of looking at it, and it would look different from every angle. Oh, I love it so much. The only thing that's like meh about it is that the base is huge, so I could fit it in here for now, but I don't know how, you know, where I will end up living for my forever home once I stop moving all the time. But it would be a tricky, it would take me quite a bit of space. But it's beautiful, honestly. Like, it's one of those pieces I've seen, and I'm just, honestly, it's probably one of those pieces that's a matter of time until you finally find a way to justify spending this much and cave. Why does my hair look like this? It is Monday, 4:15. I was having a moment then because I was reading the time like, is it really 4:15? Because I thought it was about 10 AM. I can't remember the last thing that I was vlogging because my head is like all over the place. But I'm just checking in again. As you can probably tell, I'm working at my desk, and then just doing some emails and boring things. But yes, I had a very nice weekend. I was so hungover on Sunday. I went out Saturday night with some friends and we drank, honestly, a criminal amount of alcohol. And then Sunday I really just thought, this is it. Check it out, guys. I'm feeling better today. I went to the gym this morning and stuff, and not drinking this week at all after that. But it was good fun. It was one of those nights, you know, everyone, my favourite phrase for this is having the naughty in you, when everyone gets the naughty in them. And it's really nice when there's a group of you and you all get the naughty in you at the same time, because you always know you're going to have a really good night out. And it doesn't happen often that the naughty comes on with everybody at once. Like, often you can be the one with the naughty and everyone wants to go home, or you're with someone with the naughty and you just want to go home and you're like, I don't feel this way. But everyone's sort of got the naughty in them, and so we had a very late night out, but it was good fun. And yeah, it is now Monday. Like I was saying, I haven't really got much to check in and tell you. I was just making myself check in with you guys, because otherwise I will feel even more distant from this vlog than I already do. But yeah, I'm going out for dinner tonight with Laura, who's my friend from uni, from college actually. We're going to go to Kiln in Soho. I'll try and vlog, which is one of my favourite restaurants actually. It's really, really good. And they do really nice spicy food. I'm craving spicy food, so that's good. And yeah, this week's a nice week. I'm in London all this week. I go away next week, but it's nice to just be here. So yes, I'll check in again later when I have more to say. Hello guys. It's Tuesday afternoon. I've been saying to myself all afternoon that I'm going to go out and pick up a parcel, but I've just conceded to the fact that I'm not actually going to do that. I'm going to go get it in the morning, because I don't need what it is between that now and then anyway. So I'm now coming upstairs to put my comfies on and take my shoes off, which I could have done hours ago. Had my hair done this morning, quite a bit lighter. Just had it done at Josh Wood, where I always go, which is a press treatment. I don't pay for it. And it's Melanie who does my colour and Kat who does my cut. Haven't had it cut though, because I'm quite enjoying this length. Just the colour, which I'm really pleased with. I wanted it quite a bit lighter, and then when I go somewhere hot, if I ever do get the pleasure, it will lighten up even more. Just gonna balance you on top of a pillow spray. You can imagine how, what's the word? Oh, wobbly. It's not the word I'm after. Treacherous? No. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna put my comfies on now for the evening, and just work all evening basically. I'm kind of slow at the moment, which is annoying. I'm just not at 100%. Probably realistically more at about 30%. So yeah, I'm just gonna work through the evening. Make myself some boring pasta for dinner probably. I'm still trying to cook as much as I can, but my hair looks really light when it's tied up. Let me show you. You can see all the sort of blondie. God, this is a good angle. Anyway, let me put the comfies on, I'll come back. Hello guys, I've just been editing the vlog. Why do I look like a crazy lady most of the time? And it's definitely a bit of a weird one. I quite enjoy it because it's all over the place. But yeah, I'm just in a weird old headspace at the moment. So I might take like a week or so off of vlogging. I'm going to do a Q&A for you guys. I've got testing basics coming up. The last pair of trousers is that's the parcel I need to collect, but there's no point me getting it tonight because I've got the gym tomorrow at 11, so I'll pick it up on the way back from there because I won't wear them around the house obviously until then. So testing basics should be up on Sunday, all being well, and then a Q&A, and then hopefully the disc thing for the camcorder will have come by then, so then maybe the next video after that will be some camcorder footage. That was a disgusting sniff, I'm sorry. And then after that, probably some vlogging again, but I think I just might take a week or two off and just like nurture my headspace a tiny bit, just feel a bit frazzled and frantic, which isn't how you want to feel just over, you know, coming up to 3 weeks into the year. So let me try and nip this in the bud. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it, even though it's been a bit of a weird one, and I will see you in the next video.